The Rocky Hills Leadership Podcast, titled Changing Our Belief System from Possibility to Action. Welcome to the Rocky Hills Leadership Podcast, a place where possibility thinkers are encouraged to challenge limitations, awaken their dormant abilities, and climb towards a more purposeful life. My name is Dr. Fred Nana Biney. I am the founder and president of the Rocky Hills Leadership Institute. Today, I want to speak about the importance of examining and changing our belief system. The more courageous we examine our beliefs, the more we discover that what may be holding us back is nothing extraordinary. Some beliefs strengthen us, but others quietly place limits around our potentials. Personal transformation begins when we learn to distinguish between the two. Think about it. We must understand that when we control our emotions or our beliefs, we can accomplish a whole lot. We cannot accomplish something today if we don't take the necessary steps. It does not necessarily mean that it is impossible to achieve something great. It may simply mean that we have not yet acquired the knowledge, the skills, resources, experience, or opportunity required to accomplish that goal. So we must never say that it cannot be accomplished simply because we see it as something we cannot do now. So I just want to remind you, never confuse delay results with denying possibilities. It's not because the results of what you are looking for has delayed, so it means that you've been denied your possibilities of achieving something tomorrow. Because if you continue to do it over and over again, you will see the possibilities getting closer to your reach. Throughout history, many ideas were once considered impossible. Yet through curiosity, discipline, efforts, education, and persistence, those ideas eventually had become realities. Think about it, realities. Today, we are living right in the age of artificial intelligence. And for example, look at artificial, such a powerful tool that we are using to transform our world. However, individuals, communities, and institutions are adopting it to a different purpose, to a different degree. Many people fear artificial intelligence, but the responsibility is now to fear it. We must not respond to fear, rejection, or also we should not accept it blindly. The most responsible thing to do is to educate ourselves to understand it more better. We must ask, how can this technology be used ethically to improve the human life? Artificial intelligence can support educators in reaching learners across geographical and economic barriers. It can help researchers analyze agricultural patterns. Now, you know what I'm talking about. In some countries around the world, they have problems with their agriculture. So using artificial intelligence to analyze the soil, to analyze the growing cycle, a lot of things can come out of it. It can help improve the management of even water and energy resources. It can also strengthen the healthcare system and support communities in solving practical problems. Now, when we talk about supporting healthcare system, of course, there are ways, many ways that artificial intelligence can be utilized to support healthcare system. Technology itself is only a tool, just like any other tool. Its true value depends upon the wisdom, integrity, and the purpose of the person using it. Think about it. The purpose of the person using it. If you want to use it for the betterment of mankind, then you got it. If you also want to use it for drones to make destruction, then you got it as well. Our spiritual and moral beliefs can provide hope, courage, discipline, and direction. Prayer and faith are deeply meaningful to millions of people. However, faith should inspire responsible action rather than replace it. We can pray for an opportunity while preparing ourselves to recognize and use that opportunity. We can ask for guidance from the Almighty while developing the knowledge and discipline required to move forward in life, to accomplish things that are physical and human. My friends, let me remind you, faith gives us hope and direction, whilst responsible action allows us to express that faith in practical ways. Faith and action can work together. Human progress requires us to participate actively in solving problems before us. We can also learn from people who have encountered significant physical, social, personal barriers, whilst at the same time they continue to develop remarkable ways of living, creating, leading, and contributing to the very essence of this society me and you are living in. Their achievements remind us that human ability cannot always be measured by the outward circumstances. Challenges that we encounter every day can awaken abilities that can comfort us and also help us to discover the undiscovered within us. Many of us have functioning minds, talents, opportunities, and are blessed with access to information. Yet, we sometimes take this gift for granted. We become too comfortable. We follow the crowd. We allow other people's opinion to define the boundaries of our lives. This is one of the reasons the Rocky Hills Leadership Institute was established. It was established to encourage people to recognize that life must not be taken for granted, because our time on this earth is limited. Therefore, we must live purposely. We must make purposeful and thoughtful choices. We must develop our abilities and contribute something meaningful while we are here. Do not abandon your aspirations simply because someone says you are not qualified. Do not surrender because the next level appears difficult. Instead, honestly examine what you still need to learn. Sometimes you haven't learned enough. Sometimes you haven't developed yourself enough. Sometimes you have not even challenged yourself enough. So definitely you cannot get it done. My friends, let me tell you a short story. And this is a story from the Rocky Hills. Before I conclude, let me share an imaginary story called The Lantern and the Rocky Hills. One evening, a young climber named Daniel stood at the foot of the great Rocky Hills. The summit was hidden in darkness, and the path before him appeared frightening. An experienced guide handed Daniel a small lantern. Daniel looked at the lantern and complained, "This light is too small. It cannot show me the summit." The guy smiled and replied, "The lantern was never intended to show you the entire mountain. It only needs to show you the next few steps." Daniel remained afraid. He wanted to see the complete journey before beginning it. The guide moved forward, and Daniel reluctantly followed. After they have taken 10 steps, just 10 steps, the lantern revealed another 10. When they completed those steps, it reveals another section of the path. Slowly, one visible step became another. By sunrise, Daniel was standing at the summit. The mountain has not become smaller, and the journey had not become shorter. But Daniel's fear became smaller every time he moves forward. The guy then asked, "Daniel, what did the mountain teach you?" Daniel answered with a smile, "I was waiting to see the entire journey before taking the first step. But the journey could only reveal each step after I began." Then the guide shook his head and smiled. He said, "Yes, a journey of 10,000 miles begins with just a single step. Daniel, you've learned a great lesson." Daniel said, "Yes, indeed, I have." So, my dear listener, what important goal are you postponing today? Because you cannot see the entire journey or the complete journey. Your lantern may not illuminate the summit today, but it can show you the next step. Take that step. New possibilities are often revealed only to those who are willing to begin moving. Sometimes the greatest obstacle standing between us and our goals is not the difficulty of the journey. It is the limitation we have accepted within our own belief system. I urge you today, challenge that limitation. I urge you today, educate yourself. I urge you today, use the tools available to you responsibly. Use all the social media tools available to you responsible today. Let your faith inspire disciplined and responsible action. And remember, the rocky hills before you are not necessarily barriers to stop you. They may be the training ground preparing you for the summit. Once again, it's me, Dr. Fred Nana Biney, President and founder of the Rocky Hills Institute. I am your friend, your motivational coach and speaker. Once again, I'm so glad we've had this opportunity, and I thank you for listening to this episode. We shall meet again in the next episode. Thank you.
Welcome to the Rocky Hills Leadership Institute, the place where future leaders are made. Want to join